Well, not a good episode, but I'm clapping because it actually had some good things in it. The coolest thing by far was probably a new mode, but I'm going to review Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel Episode 2 or 24, depending on how you want to look at it. It is the 24th episode in this Ninja Steel series, just because you, once again, just because you put Super in front of it doesn't change the fact that it's still not the same series. But anyway, Super Ninja Steel Episode 2, I guess. Moment of Truth is the title. Dealing with lies and honesty. Sappy, again, of course. Well, the episode opens with the Ass Clowns, Victor and Monty. Of course, why not? Because, we need them in the series for some ridiculous, stupid reason. Because 70% of fans voted that, oh, they need to be in the show. We need some kind of comic relief filler. No, we don't. We really, really, really don't. They're not Bulk and Skull. I'm going to get off that topic for now. Anyway, opens with those two, Victor and Monty. And Victor is trying to figure out which new pair of sunglasses to buy. Each one that he puts on is equally as ridiculous as the other. And, of course, he's asking Monty's opinion. Well, he decides to put on a pair of sunglasses that looks like it's a little man holding a really large dumbbell of weights. Never seen a pair of sunglasses like that before in my life. Absolutely ridiculous. And of course, Monty says they look great until but he wasn't even looking at them. When he looked at them, he realized they don't look great. They're ridiculous. But he already said they looked great. So of course, Victor, being the one-dimensional idiot that he is, he believes him and says, "Oh, okay, well, take my money." And of course, I guess the whole funny part about this is that he can't see out of these sunglasses whatsoever. What's the point of buying them then? If you can't see out of them, why do you need them? He says, "Oh, well, looking good is better than seeing good." No. Anyway, he runs all over town, stepping in wet cement, sitting on freshly wet painted benches, rubbing the paint all over his face because, of course, he's got the glasses on. He can't see, but you'd think you'd be able to feel rubbing paint all over your face. Getting away from them for a moment, let's actually talk about the Rangers for a second. Well, the monster in this series is a Frankenstein monster. Yeah. And I actually just watched the episode of Shuriken Sentai Ninja where this enemy was present. His name was just Franken. Kind of lame. But no, in this, even though he's clearly a Frankenstein monster with the bolts and all, his name is Deceptron. That sounds cutting a little bit too close to Transformers with a Decepticon, if you ask me. Deceptron. What a simple... That's a lame name. I'm sorry, that's a lame name. Anyway, this monster apparently, at least in this version, in the American version, in Power Rangers, this monster gains power for his Bolt Blaster when people tell lies. Lies power his Bolt Blaster. Again, no continuity, nothing fits together, nothing makes sense. It's all just random stuff. So you think, oh, well, let's just think about it. Let's just think, what can this monster do other than look like Frankenstein? But we're not going to call him Frankenstein. In Shuriken Sentai Ninja, the Japanese version, this monster's Bolt Blaster was just a weapon of his that he used to hurt people. But in this, it just puts bolts on their power stars when he shoots it at the Rangers. So I'm giving the impression that this Bolt Blaster doesn't hurt anybody, can't hurt anybody, it just bolts power stars for the Power Rangers. So what other function does it have? I mean, obviously the enemy has this monster has different attacks, different powers and stuff. It zaps people with green lightning and is obviously really big and strong and menacing. He proceeds to bolt the White Ranger's Haley's Power Star and then escapes for some weird reason, says, "Oh, my Bolt Blaster is out of power. I need to recharge it before taking on the rest of you." Teleports away. And of course, they take the bolted Power Star to Mick to see if he can remove it. And of course, he can't remove it. What a shock. And throughout all of this, there's also another plot line. Yeah, we've got like 3 now, where it's Haley and Calvin's 2-year anniversary. And oops, Calvin forgot. What a shocker. That's been done plenty of times before. And again, getting back to the whole thing to where the White Ranger and Yellow Ranger are dating, it's just freaking weird considering in Shuriken Sentai Ninja, they're cousins. Ew. Well, she gets him a gift for the anniversary, but of course because he forgot, he did not get her a gift. So he proceeds to include the Blue Ranger Preston in his lie, saying that, "Oh, well, I got you a gift, but I'm saving it for our dinner tonight." And then proceeds to try to get out of there to go with Preston to actually buy her a gift. But again, Brody and Levi, they decide to want to go with them. So, including the Blue Ranger in his lies even further, they lied to Brody and Levi saying, "Oh, well, I bought her a carpet." A carpet. Okay. Really thoughtful gift. It's not. It's really not. But as they're walking along, the monster shows up once again and bolts the Blue Ranger and Gold Ranger's Power Stars. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And then he escapes once again, saying that he needs to recharge his Bolt Blaster. They go back to the command center once again, just to find out what we already found out 5 minutes ago, that you can't remove the bolts with whatever they have at their disposal at the command center. A few jokes and puns later about pickles. Odd. They basically find out, because the monster told them, that their lies were powering his Bolt Blaster, and that's why their Power Stars are bolted. Well, then they ask, well, none of us has been lying. And Calvin finally decides to come clean and say, well, I guess I was lying. And Haley, I'm sorry, I lied to you about our anniversary. I forgot. I didn't want to see that sad look on your face. Blah, 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 blah. And of course, being Power Rangers, the goody two-shoes, she's obviously immediately forgiving and explains that she knows he could be forgetful and all this other stuff. So basically him lying to her in the first place was totally pointless. And because he came out and told the truth and was honest about it, the bolts on the Power Stars just disappear. I guess truth is the ultimate power. Again, weird. Really, really weird. There's nothing wrong with honesty, people. Honesty is the best policy, quoting Mick from the episode. And it's true. It really is. It's always best to be honest with people all the time. The truth is a powerful thing. Problem is, it's not a magical thing. Just by having the power of truth, get rid of the bolts on these Power Stars when drills, power saws, and blowtorches can't do it. It's just weird. But anyhow, their Power Stars are fixed. They're able to morph and defeat Franken or Deceptron. And rinse and repeat, they enlarge him. And it's time for the Zord fight. But because in the previous episodes, in the last season, their Zord Power Stars they disintegrated. They didn't have them anymore. Mick had to make new ones, new Zord Stars, using the Ninja Super Steel. So he does. They summon their Zords, like always. But when they get into the cockpit, they're not in their Ninja Master mode. and they say we can't pilot the Zords without our Ninja Master Mode. Which again, in Shuriken Sentai no Ninja, Ninja Master Mode doesn't even exist. They just get into the cockpit and they pilot their Zords because it's what they're able to do. It's part of being a ranger. But no, I guess Saban figures in these new series that they have to have some kind of super powered up mode just to be able to pilot these damn large machines. Which again is cool. This actually is the cool thing about this series. They get new Ninja Master Modes, or a Super Ninja Master Mode. It looks really, really cool. I'm not gonna lie, it looks cool. Probably the only thing good about Ninja Steel is the Ninja Master Mode, but now the Super Ninja Master Mode. Those suits, the armor, they were so crisp. They were so cool looking. I want one really bad of the Gold Ranger. That would look so sharp at a Comic-Con. Literally, considering it has armor with like pointy spikes on it and stuff. It's really, really, really cool. But of course, the way they get it is just strange. It's just standing there on the pedestal, or sitting there on the pedestals right next to them. Oh, look, we've got new power stars for a new Super Ninja Master Mode, and they have a new blaster that obviously, again, did not exist in the Japanese version, but they're using it just because Saban, he wants to sell toys. That's all he cares about, is toys. I've said that many times before. They form their Ultra Zord, and they finish him off. End of Deceptron. End of the episode is Calvin and Haley's 2-year anniversary dinner, which of course takes place in the freaking school. I think Saban only has 2 sets. An outdoor business area next to buildings and a park, and the inside of this freaking school. Way to save money on sets. Jeez. But what a lame anniversary dinner. He buys her a pizza at the snack stop in the school. With all his friends there, of course, not making it intimate or romantic in any kind of way. And who happens to show up? Victor and Monty. Victor, of course, still has not taken off those ridiculous sunglasses. He's covered in paint, dirt, completely sunburned. Runs right into Calvin with the fresh pizza, and of course, that's when he decides to get upset. My shirt got pizza all over it. Well, if you took off your sunglasses a little bit earlier, you'd realize you'd have paint all over your shirt, too. And all over your face. And cement on your shoes. Well, of course, Monty is still lying to him, saying that they look good, but Calvin and Haley decide honesty is the best policy, so I have to be honest with him. Even Calvin says his glasses look ridiculous. So, of course, Victor gets upset, takes off the sunglasses, blames Monty, saying that, I thought you said they were cool. They were the Penguin's pajamas. Never heard that before. But when he takes the sunglasses off, that was actually pretty funny because he was completely bleached. like because the rest of him was sunburned and everything under the sunglasses wasn't. He's got the outline of the barbells, the tan line. It just looks like just a sun-bleached nightmare. That was actually funny looking. I even got a chuckle out of my wife. So, that's about it, guys. That's really about it. And, of course, I'm going to keep reviewing these. I don't want to, but I'm going to. So, that was episode 2 of Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel, or just episode 24 of Ninja Steel. That's the way I'm going to continue looking at it. Moment of truth. So, until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. You guys all know the deal. Help me out, guys. Later.